Hey everyone, welcome back. Ready for another deep dive.
Always ready.
Today we're going to unlock some personality secrets.
Oh, sounds intriguing.
We're diving into the world of zodiacs,
Ooh, Zodiacs. Love it.
specifically the combo of Aquarius and Monkey.
Aquarius and Monkey. Now, that's a combo I don't think we've covered before.
It's like, mixing a mad
A
scientist
mad scientist. Yep.
with a stand-up comedian.
Interesting. I can kind of see that. What are we using as our source today?
Well, we've got some excerpts from a website called Zodiac Fusion.
Zodiac Fusion. Okay. I'll have to check that out later.
They're really into selling mugs, by the way.
Oh, really?
Yeah. But even with the marketing push, there's some insightful stuff in here.
Okay, well, I'm ready when you are.
So for anyone newer to zodiacs, maybe we can just quickly explain the basics.
Sure. So, in Western astrology, Aquarius is an air sign,
Air sign. Okay.
known for being independent, innovative, and a little bit rebellious.
So they're like, what, the trendsetters? Visionaries?
Exactly. Always ahead of the curve.
Gotcha. And on the Chinese zodiac side, we've got the monkey.
Ah, the monkey. Clever, quick-witted, and adaptable, they can thrive anywhere.
So you're telling me this combo is basically like double dose of brains and charm.
Pretty much. The Aquarius monkey is known for being incredibly bright, adaptable, and a natural at solving problems.
So like if you're stuck in one of those locked room escape game things,
Yep.
you want an Aquarius monkey on your team.
Exactly. Their quick thinking and ability to see things from multiple perspectives would be invaluable.
Makes sense. So Zodiac Fusion uses this phrase, intellectual playfulness, to describe them.
Yes, intellectual playfulness. What do you think that means?
Well, I picture them like at a party debating the meaning of life
Okay, I can see that.
while juggling flaming bowling pins.
Maybe not literally, but I love the imagery. They have this, insatiable curiosity.
It's like they never stop asking why.
Absolutely. That's what drives them to explore, experiment, push boundaries. It's not just about information. It's about playing with ideas.
I bet they were those kids in school who drove their teachers nuts with all the questions.
Oh, absolutely. Always asking why, even when the teacher wanted to move on. And that curiosity doesn't go away. It just evolves.
So it shows up in their choices, their careers, relationships.
Exactly. For them, life is like a puzzle to solve or a mystery to unravel.
So we've got the brainy, playful, curious side. But do they ever chill out?
Of course. We're talking about a blend of influences, not a rigid blueprint.
Right.
So yes, the intellectual side is strong, but Aquarius monkeys also possess a surprising amount of emotional depth.
So they're not just robots running on pure logic.
Not at all. They have feelings too. They're empathetic, they value personal growth, and they're constantly learning, trying to figure out, how to make the world a better place.
Okay, so it's not about just being the smartest person in the room.
No.
It's about using that intelligence to connect and make a difference.
Exactly. And that actually leads us nicely into their core strengths and challenges.
Okay, lay it on me. What are we talking about here?
Well, adaptability and intelligence, those are their superpowers. They excel in dynamic environments, thinking on their feet, finding those creative solutions.
I can see how that would be a strength. But what's the downside?
Well, that rapid-fire brain can lead to, restlessness or impulsivity.
Yeah.
They might jump from one project to the next without finishing, or have trouble slowing down to focus.
So, like, they've got a high-powered sports car brain, but they haven't quite mastered those tight corners.
A perfect analogy. And this kind of feeds into their communication style, too.
Oh, how so?
Well, Aquarius monkeys are, charismatic and clear communicators.
Okay.
They love exploring ideas and solving problems through conversation.
So not just lecturing you with their brilliance, they actually want to hear what you have to say.
Oh, absolutely. Meaningful conversation is everything to them. They thrive on, exchanging ideas, debating perspectives, using language as a tool for growth and exploration.
Got it. So not a lot of small talk.
Not really. More like, imagine a late night coffee shop chat where you're dissecting some complex topic.
Yeah, I could see that.
And I can totally picture them trying to explain quantum physics at a cocktail party.
Right. So let's talk about their likes and dislikes. What do they gravitate towards?
Anything that stimulates their minds. Exploring new concepts, inspiring change, promoting intellectual growth.
So documentaries, thought-provoking books, those kinds of things.
Exactly.
And they probably can't stand routine or anything that stifles their curiosity.
You nailed it. Stagnation is their kryptonite. They need to constantly learn, grow, push themselves.
So if you're thinking of dating an Aquarius monkey, Maybe skip the typical dinner and a movie first date.
Maybe. So, speaking of challenges, these individuals actually view them as opportunities.
Okay, interesting.
It's not just about overcoming the obstacle, it's about learning, growing from it, and inspiring others through the process.
They're like playing life on expert mode, where the hurdles are part of the fun.
Exactly. Now let's shift gears a bit and think about how this all translates into relationships.
Okay, yeah, let's talk relationships. First up, friendships. What are they like as friends?
Well, imagine a friend who will challenge you intellectually, support your wildest dreams, and encourage you to embrace change.
Sounds like a pretty awesome friend.
They are. They value creativity, authenticity, and making the world better.
Like brainstorming with them would be amazing.
Exactly. A whirlwind of ideas and inspiration.
Sign me up. But what about romantic relationships? What are they looking for in a partner?
Intellectual connection is huge.
Makes sense.
They need someone who can keep up with their mental agility, who enjoys deep conversations, someone who shares their, desire for growth.
So more than just someone who looks good in a selfie, it's about connection.
You got it. And how about their professional lives?
Yeah, where do these intellectual powerhouses thrive?
They're drawn to roles that offer intellectual stimulation, creative problem solving, and the chance to make a real impact.
So we're talking what? Science, technology, arts, entrepreneurship.
Anything that allows them to use their talents to leave their mark on the world.
They're not just punching a clock, they're building rocket ships.
Exactly. It's all about that intellectual curiosity, adaptability, and drive to make a difference.
So it seems like that's woven into every fiber of their being.
Pretty much. And it's interesting because Zodiac fusion actually talks about their connection to specific elements and planets, even lucky charms.
Wait, hold up. Lucky numbers and gemstones.
Yeah. Apparently they have an affinity for the numbers 1, 7, and 11, and their lucky colors are electric blue and vibrant yellow.
Okay, noted. What about gemstones?
Sapphire and citrine, according to the website.
So if I'm trying to win over an Aquarius monkey, I should show up with yellow roses and a sapphire necklace.
Well, I think engaging them in a conversation about their passions would be more effective.
Appeal to the mind first, gemstones later. Gotcha. But how do these elements and planets actually play into all of this?
That's where things get even more interesting. But I think we'll save that for part of our deep dive. Don't want to overload everyone with too much astrological info at once.
You're killing me with a cliffhanger. But seriously, folks, come back for part 2, where we'll decode the Aquarius monkey's cosmic blueprint. And we'll see how those influences shape their personality and relationships.
It's going to be fascinating.
Welcome back to the deep dive. We're uncovering those cosmic secrets of the Aquarius monkey.
Right. We left off with those elements and planets, how they influence this personality type.
Okay, let's break it down. Aquarius is associated with the element of air, right?
That's right, air. Think about what air represents. Communication, intellect, a constant flow of ideas.
They're not just blowing hot air, though.
No, not at all. This element is channeled into their brilliance, their ability to connect with people.
So they can see things from multiple perspectives because of that.
Exactly. Always taking in new information, processing it, synthesizing it into fresh insights, like they're breathing in inspiration and exhaling innovation.
And I remember you mentioned Aquarius is also ruled by the planet Uranus.
Yes. Uranus, the planet of rebellion and unexpected change. Makes sense though, right?
Totally. Aquarius monkeys aren't exactly known for following the crowd.
They're natural rule breakers, innovators, pushing those boundaries, questioning the status quo.
So if you've ever met an Aquarius monkey who just can't sit still or follow a routine,
You can probably blame it on Uranus. It's not that they're trying to be difficult.
it's just that cosmic urge to shake things up.
That's it. And then we have to consider Mercury.
Okay, Mercury, what does that bring to the table?
Mercury is associated with communication and intellect. So for Aquarius monkeys, it amplifies their natural wit and charm.
They can really articulate their thoughts.
Precisely. So we've got this cosmic trifecta: air for mental agility, Uranus for rebellious innovation, and Mercury for sharp communication.
That's powerful stuff.
It is. So with all that in mind, how do we navigate relationships with them? Zodiac Fusion gives some tips.
Yeah, because you don't want to bore them or scare them off.
Right. The website emphasizes stimulating conversations. Forget small talk.
Bring on the big ideas.
Exactly. Philosophical debates, thought-provoking questions. Challenge their minds and they'll be hooked.
Okay, got it. What else?
Remember, they love exploration, new experiences, embrace that playful curiosity, suggest things that spark their imagination.
So instead of just dinner or a movie, maybe suggest a visit to a science museum.
Perfect. Think outside the box. Create opportunities for shared experiences, but also remember that they need space.
Even the most adventurous souls need to recharge.
Right. Respect their independence. Don't take it personally if they need time alone. And don't try to stifle their unconventionality.
That's important. They're not afraid to be different.
Exactly. That's where they shine. Encourage them to be their authentic selves. You'll be amazed by what they bring to your life.
And be there to support them when they share those brilliant ideas.
Yes. Be their cheerleader, their sounding board, their constructive critic when needed. Show them you believe in them. Create that safe space for them.
Okay, friendship's covered. Now what about romance? How do you win the heart of an Aquarius monkey?
Just like with friendships, intellectual connection is key. They need a partner who can keep up with them mentally.
Someone who enjoys those deep, meaningful conversations.
Exactly. They crave those stimulating discussions, debates, the sharing of ideas.
So if your idea of a perfect date night is reality TV and takeout,
It might not be the best fit. Think stargazing, discussing the universe, or a thought-provoking art exhibit.
okay, so intellectual stimulation is key. But what about emotional connection?
Oh, they definitely have emotional depth, even if they don't always show it in conventional ways.
How can you encourage that?
Encourage their personal growth, support their endeavors, celebrate their achievements, create a space where they feel safe to explore their individuality. And of course, open communication is essential.
So talk about your hopes and dreams and fears too.
Yes. And most importantly, embrace adventure together.
Skip the predictable date night routine.
Exactly. Plan a weekend getaway to a new city. Explore a hidden hiking trail. Try something outlandish.
Keep it exciting.
Keep it dynamic, playful, full of surprises. So we've covered friendships, love. Now let's step into the professional world.
Okay, the workplace. How do we collaborate with them effectively?
It's all about recognizing and valuing their innovative ideas.
Don't shut them down when they propose that crazy idea.
Exactly. There might be a stroke of genius there. Encourage brainstorming, create a space for them to share their thoughts.
And what about their work style? Do they need a lot of structure?
Remember, they value independence and adaptability, so rigid routines and micromanagement won't work.
No punching the clock from 9 to 5.
Right. Create a collaborative environment, allow for flexibility and autonomy, let them explore different aspects of a project, experiment with new approaches.
Sounds like they'd thrive in a startup environment.
Absolutely, where they can contribute their ideas and make a real impact. And don't be afraid to tap into their leadership potential.
Right, with their charisma and vision, they could be amazing leaders.
Give them opportunities to lead projects, mentor others, but remember, even though they thrive on freedom, a little structure is still important.
So it's a balancing act. Space to be creative, but also clear goals and expectations.
Precisely. Now, before we wrap up our deep dive, we need to address something.
Uh-oh, what's that?
Not every zodiac pairing is made in astrological heaven.
You mean some personality types clash with the Aquarius monkey?
Some combinations might require more effort.
Okay, tell us more. Who should we be wary of?
Well, based on zodiac fusion and general astrological principles, Cancer rabbit, Scorpio ox, and Pisces pig might be a little tricky.
Oh, interesting. Okay, let's dive into those potential conflicts in part 3. Help us navigate those choppy cosmic waters. Welcome back, everyone, for the final part of our deep dive. We're about to uncover those tricky zodiac pairings for the Aquarius monkey.
Right, those potential cosmic clashes we were talking about.
Okay, so you mentioned Cancer rabbit, Scorpio ox, and Pisces pig is needing extra effort.
Yeah, those are the ones zodiac fusion highlights.
Okay, so let's start with Cancer rabbit. What makes that combo tricky for the Aquarius monkey?
Well, it often comes down to differences in emotional expression. Cancer is very sensitive, deeply emotional, whereas Aquarius monkey tends to be more rational, analytical.
So they approach relationships from totally different angles.
Exactly. One's all about feelings, the other leads with logic and reason. Cancer rabbit might crave constant reassurance, that emotional intimacy.
An Aquarius monkey
Might express affection through actions, quality time spent together, exploring shared interests.
So they might not speak the same emotional language.
It can lead to miscommunication. It's not that Aquarius monkeys don't care.
But just show it differently.
Right. Both sides would need to be aware of that and make an effort to understand each other's needs.
Okay, makes sense. What about Scorpio ox? How do they clash with the Aquarius monkey?
With Scorpio ox, it's often about control and independence.
Oh,
Scorpio is known for its intensity, passion. They often desire closeness and control in relationships.
so Scorpio wants to merge, go all in.
Yeah, while Aquarius monkey needs space, that freedom to explore their individuality.
So that difference in core needs can create tension.
It can if neither's willing to compromise. Respecting boundaries is key in this pairing.
So it's finding that balance between togetherness and independence.
Exactly. Now for the final matchup, Aquarius monkey versus Pisces pig.
Okay, what's the potential for cosmic chaos there?
Well, with Pisces pig, the challenge is often their different approaches to reality.
How so?
Pisces is very dreamy, imaginative. They get swept up in emotions, intuitive feelings.
Okay.
While Aquarius monkey, as we know, is grounded in logic, practicality.
So it's like Pisces pig is living in a world of watercolors.
And Aquarius monkey prefers building with Legos.
One's free-flowing and imaginative, the other's structured, practical. Big difference.
It can lead to misunderstandings, make it harder to connect on that deeper level.
Like they're speaking different languages, even if they're using the same words.
That's a good way to put it. But even with these potential challenges, we're not saying these relationships are doomed.
Right. Astrology is a guide, not a rule book.
Exactly. It highlights potential areas of friction, but it doesn't dictate the outcome. Every individual is unique.
There could be amazing exceptions to these.
Absolutely. And any relationship, regardless of astrology, can work if both people are willing to put in the effort.
So communication, respect, compromise, those are key no matter what your sign is.
Couldn't agree more. It's been so interesting exploring the world of the Aquarius monkey. What a fascinating personality type.
So intelligent, creative, compassionate, and always ready to shake things up.
Always pushing boundaries. It's inspiring.
It is. So for all you Aquarius monkeys out there, keep shining.
And for those who have them in your lives, embrace that unique energy.
It's bound to be an adventure. Thanks for joining us for this deep dive, everyone.
Until next time, keep exploring and keep those conversations flowing.